welcome to the podcast, Coco.
It's nice being here. It's really cool. This is my first time doing something like this.
Hi,
Yeah.
Coco.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
okay. All right, let's get right into it. So, all right, everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Indie Horror Talk podcast starring our guest CokosBeanz here and Jackson Merrill. So, okay, let's just dive right in.
Alrighty.
Alright.
So, first things first. This is very traditional for us. Like, this is a very traditional question, but
Yep.
what got you into horror and or animation in general? Since you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll
you're
do
an
both
animator.
questions. Yeah.
Alright.
What got me into horror was creepypasta, man. Creepypasta back in the day was just, it's sky high in popularity. I used to watch YouTubers and stuff like that and like stories that would kind of scare the shit out of me. But yeah, it's like Slender, Jeff the Killer, all that stuff. SCP back then too.
Yeah.
A lot of Gmod videos too back then, which I grew up watching. And how I got into animation was definitely through like, Transformers. And it's a bit strange because I never animated Transformers before, but when I was younger, I used to watch like the behind the scenes on DVDs and stuff like that, how they made the movies. And I really, really wanted to do that. And I think around, I don't know, let's say 10 years later or something, I started animating for once in 2018. And
You're
yeah.
you're a Transformers fan?
I used to be, yeah.
Oh, you used to be?
I don't remember.
So
I don't remember what.
I
most of
think
it
you
was.
I think you and my dad will get along very well then because he's also a fan of
Yeah.
it, and
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard the name Transformers in so long.
Yeah, I mean, even till like now.
And then
to
there's
be
like a
honest, 'cause-
new movie coming out like this year, I think, and
yeah,
it
I'm
just
pretty sure
completely
the new one
slipped my
came out.
mind. But yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
The original movies, more specifically the Bayformers. Yeah, there's
Mhm.
the CGI animation on it holds up really well, like surprisingly well. Yeah.
And I really wanted to do that, and like the game side of it too. I feel like was it Halo? Halo made me get into that stuff too. Like it's just like the
Yeah.
curiosity when I was younger, where I was like, I really, really want to do this stuff because I didn't know people did this. I didn't know people manually move the characters like the way they are.
Did you just assume it was all magic or something?
Yeah, for my young age, yeah. But,
it was all magic. You
I
see,
thought it all happened. I thought
you use this magical technique
Yeah.
called posing and keyframing.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
very
I just figured it was like some sort of mocap, but it wasn't most of the time, which made me interested because I was like, yo, I'm maybe bad at acting, but I could probably be good at this.
yeah.
Something fun like that,
Wait, we're talking about stop motion, right?
Oh no, we're
we're-
talking about
no.
like motion capture, which is like
Motion
you put on a
capture.
Yeah.
do we need put on a suit and you act out?
Do we need to go into depth about the different types of animation for Safar?
Bro.
So I could be
Come
here all
on.
day explaining
Come
every
on.
single type of animation. Like I literally have an entire book called the Animator Survival Kit on my desk right now.
I don't even need that. I'm all good.
I might
Yeah,
need a
I
copy
have-
of that.
Yeah, it's a good book. It's written by Richard
Mhm.
Williams, who was like a former animator. He
Yeah.
was the head animator for Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Wait, the movie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the lead animator on that movie.
Oh.
He was in charge of animating the 2D characters.
It's cool.
Wait, you got to meet him?
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh. well, well,
Next
Sorry to
question.
break the news so far, but
rest in peace to him. I'm so sorry.
it's over.
no.
Right. Let's move on before we go too deep into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you got into creepypasta, correct? When you started talking about that. So is there anything from creepypasta or any thing from animation that you actually got inspired from?
I couldn't say for creepypasta. That is definitely like something I grew up with, which led me to other things. But the thing that inspires me still to this day is Outlast. Outlast is like an experience I will never forget playing. Like, oh man, if you've ever played Outlast, you know how like just like disgusting it is in a best way possible. It's just
Yeah.
I don't think it's not edgy in my opinion. It's like it's just full on, stuff happens for a reason, other than no reason. And I feel like it's a really good horror experience. I don't think I've played
Yeah,
any game.
yeah. I've only played the new one, Trials.
Oh,
Yeah.
Charles, yeah, I still haven't played that one.
Yeah,
yet.
me and my
I don't
friend
have it.
Crash played that a lot when it first came out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and like we always play it every time that there's like a major update or something.
Mhm.
It's really fun. But yeah, I see what
I've
you
heard
mean.
Charles is fun, yeah. But Outlast, I'm talking about like first Outlast because second
Yeah.
is.
A certain scene
But,
comes to mind whenever I think of the second game. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
I know what
hell?
you're talking about, dude.
you don't want to know so
was
far. You don't
good.
want to know in case you're asking.
Bro, what?
No,
I don't even want to know.
No, you don't want to know, man.
Man,
The least you know, the better.
that's very
Stuff
true.
happened in that game for no reason, right?
Jesus
It's-
Christ.
That's what made it lost its charm.
Okay, whoever's listening to this right now, please don't go and find out whatever it is. If you know about it, let's keep it a secret.
Let's take this to our graves, everybody.
It's
there
a bad
is no-
game anyway, guys.
There is no insert certain scene in Outlast Trials 2.
Outlast Trials 2.
Oh, that's just Outlast. My brain is breaking.
So, that happens a lot when you talk about a bad game, but
You just think of a better game.
you just think of a better game.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, now that we got your inspiration for horror, what was do you have any favorite pieces of horror media at all? Like just like a favorite movie, book, show,
I'll say,
anything?
like, I feel like I'll say my ongoing series that's happening, Resident Evil, dude.
Oh,
It is, like,
yeah.
Resident Evil. Like, I don't think I've played everything, but I'm still a fan of it, right? I just love like the new stuff that's coming out. Even 8, even though it was just kind of not scary, it was still fun to play through.
Yeah,
Like, the movies. Oh, the movies are such a blast to watch.
I haven't seen the movies. I heard mixed things about them.
Dude. Only watch them for fun. That's all I'm saying. Because oh my lord, it is the most bizarre shit I've ever seen in my life. It is like corny as hell, but it's also really fun to watch. Like if you don't take it seriously, like any Resident Evil product most of the time, then you should be having a blast watching it.
Yeah, I can definitely see why you enjoy playing Resident Evil. I've only played Resident Evil 7, 8, and 2 Remake. And I can see why you like them.
I would say Resident Evil 4 is definitely my favorite, especially the remake. I love the remake. 4.
I haven't played it. My current favorite's 7, mainly for the horror elements and the gameplay specifically.
Yeah.
It's just so good. Like,
it's good. I like 7.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Can we all play Resident Evil together?
I mean,
maybe one day. I think
maybe we can watch you play it.
Never mind.
I mean, but
I think I already played Resident Evil.
which one?
Well, let me see. I'm checking my Steam library. Resident Evil 5.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, 5.
Last time I played it was December 21st last year.
Oh,
That is the
geez.
most controversial out of all of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wonder why.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Oops.
I wonder
Bro,
why.
I got recommended it, man. So I just.
Yeah,
And
I
I-
bought it with a
You're
friend.
fine.
There's co-op, so I bought it with a friend. And
Now
it
that I
was
know
not
about
good.
this, thanks for the heads up.
Uh,
All right. Anyways, let's see. Safari, do you want to take this one?
I was going to ask him the question, but I was thinking if you should ask him. But I guess I'll ask. How did you So this is my question for you. So how did you become the animator for the Joy of Creation remake, and how were you even familiar with it before like joining it, if you were, or I don't know.
So, of course, I was very familiar with it. I grew up playing Nixon's games, you know, from when it started off with, what was it? Those Nights at Fredbear's and Those Nights at Freddy's, which is just,
I think it was those
Unreal
nights at
games.
Rachel's.
Yeah, Rachel's was kind of after those two games I mentioned, I think. But, I was there most of the time when, he was making those games. Maybe I was a bit late to the releases or, teasers and stuff like that, but I was still there. But I will talk about how I became animator, and it's kind of funny. So it is New Year, it is like after New Year's Eve, right? It is like it just turned 2023. And basically Nixon tweeted out, like I didn't have Twitter because I was on a little bit of like a break from it. My friend Dougie was screaming at me like, Coco, wake up, Coco, wake up. I'm like, what's going on? Like on his like I had notifications on luckily, and I was on the verge of sleep. Right, I was in a little Dago, I think you call them, like the little like a what was it, caravan that drives and stuff like that. And he was like, yo, wake up, go. I'm like, oh, what? Why is he spamming me? And I look and I'm like, holy shit, it's my chance. It's my chance. And I took my chance. I actually did, what was it? I was working on someone's, like, believe it or not, Hello Neighbor 2 mod for, and that was my first time I was doing first person animation. I joined the team. I joined T-Jock because of those animations at first, but I sent it to the Nixon, and by the next morning, he actually he replied back saying like, "Oh, I want you on the team, but only as a first person animator." I'm like, "Oh, all right, sounds good. It's better than nothing." But after a while, I think Nixon had another person on the team, but they didn't do much. I think I don't remember. And so he just put me on and was like, all right, I need you to animate Freddy real quick. I'm like, oh, okay. Animating for everything now, I guess. And that's kind of like how it all started, really.
It's a big opportunity.
It is. And it took a while to get the actual hand model because that was what I was doing at first. But then Nixon was like, oh, at this point, I can just get you to do all, the other characters too, which is where it started.
Dude,
Yeah.
I want you to I just wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, man. You
Thank you,
definitely
man.
worked hard
Yeah.
enough to get to where you are now.
Yeah,
like
just seeing
yeah.
your work from what we've seen so far of the game, like it looks really good. It's fast paced, it's snappy, it's really great.
I second
And
that.
as an animator myself, I have very high respects for you, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a very fun process. I think T-Jock is one of my favorite projects working on right now. And, to think it all started on a holiday of, when I was in Thailand, I started doing Source Filmmaker. It's a software, it's from Valve and stuff like that, made for TF2. But,
Yeah.
most people used it for FNAF, which I did. My first render was the joy of creation. Actually, like the first thing I ever did was like, Nixon's game. And to think like up to now that I'm working on an official like FNAF title as well as like a, Joy of Creation title too. It was like a dream come true. but also, at this point, I'm like, yeah, it's just fun to work on. It's nothing much to it. I don't mind how much I gain from this, other than I hope I get, some sort of career after. But yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of animating, as a animator myself, again,
Mhm.
I just wanted to ask, like, what's your process or method for animating, like, the characters or just the scenes in general? Like, do you have like a
Mhm.
method, or do you
It,
how do you do it?
I say it's the Coco way, because look, the way I do this stuff, I do it the way I know how to, if that makes sense. Because I can't exactly say my process of method, because I feel like it's not the most normal. It's just kind of random. Like whatever I feel is like, to do first is better. If you know what I mean. Like sometimes like I act it out. Sometimes I record myself like, doing the actions and stuff like that. Or I just kind of just dive into it, you know? I just dive straight into it and just, I don't have a real method to anything. I just kind of I think about it and I just poof, it's done. You know, it kind of just I put in the work to get it done quickly, and yeah, that's I don't have an exact method, unfortunately, to talk about, because when I talk about you know how I make things, I don't know how I made it. You know, it's like it just happens on my end. you
I
know,
would have loved. I would have loved to be an animator, but I don't think I have it in me to do it.
Oh,
well,
trust me, animation is
yeah,
a
it's
very
very
time
hard.
consuming.
It
It's also
yeah,
very time consuming, but
it's hard and time consuming, but don't, if you can't, if you want to be an animator, but, you know, is it you can't at least try one day of it? How will you do anything, You got to try it. You got to try and put the work into it to, you know, do what you want to be good at. Stuff like
yeah.
that.
Also look up
Yeah.
tutorials. Tutorials are a
hmm
godsend.
Do what I didn't. I didn't do any tutorials. I learned most of this myself, really.
Tutorials are a godsend. Uh,
hmm
Wait, so you're self-taught?
uh,
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
self-taught.
yeah,
oh, you're like
yeah,
Jackson.
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn,
Cool.
Although it took me a lot longer to learn.
damn, y'all are cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
How does it feel being involved in like a big Five Nights at Freddy's project like Door of Creation?
Most people might think it's like overwhelming, but man, it just feels great. You know, I'm not too fond of the community of FNAF in some cases, but when it comes to like the respect for the joy of creation, it's just unreal. Like I love everyone's support, because it does mean a lot to me. Because I don't think, thinking back to when I was starting out, I wouldn't have thought I've got this far. It was definitely just something different that I've ever experienced. Like, some people like, you know, talk about me now, and it's like, damn, people mention me like when it comes to joy of creation. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's just a really good experience to work on a FNAF game. It's really good.
Yeah, especially for something as big as the joy of creation, which is like
Oh yeah.
it's like, and many consider it one of the best FNAF fan games like of all
hmm
time. Like right next to Candies, Pop Go, some other
hmm
third or fourth thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like you said, the community can be a mixed bag, but personally
Mhm.
speaking, I uh, can't find the words. My brain's hurting.
That's all good.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get what I mean, and yeah, it's sometimes I like being around, but sometimes, like as of recently, I'm trying to, try and step away from that side of the community and be who I am. Be my person that I want to
I
be.
I respect both of your opinions and your views. don't see an issue with it. I can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so on back to the topic of animation.
Yep.
Were there any like challenges for animating the characters? Like,
Oh
was there like
yeah.
a? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah, 100%. No matter what you're doing, there's always going to be a challenge in a project. And my challenge was Chica, believe it or not.
Oh.
So, I think I'm allowed to talk about this one because I'll say with Chica, she's definitely the most scrapped. Right, she has a lot of scrapped animation, and that's due to gameplay bugs or balancing issues, and just her overall character is hard to try and animate when you're doing it the first time at least. I think the hardest was the death animation. There's like two of them, and one of them's not used, and hopefully we use it for another level.
Uh,
Yeah,
For Chica?
for Chica, yeah. And
Chica.
I'll say you'll see in one of my friends' art, Flayfright, the amazing artist.
Oh.
They made a banner for Nixon, Gabe, and me, where it's in the office, and you'll see Chica's upside down. I think you know where that's going, right?
I think
So that was a whole challenge. But even the
Oh.
scrapped animation is so I'm super proud of it, of what I could do, because it was very first try. Like I did everything. It's animation's trial and error. I did these in first try, and I was so happy with them. But it's fine. It's fun to have them, scrapped if it doesn't work. I can always have it on my portfolio.
Yeah.
at least you could look back at it and know how much work you put into it.
Yeah, and I'm still happy with it in the final end result because it's scary as shit in game.
It was difficult to animate Chica out of all
Oh,
the other
yeah.
animatronics, but you still did it.
Yeah, I still did it. Yeah, which
So
I'm super
more of the
proud of.
story is that Chica's a pain.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
Jesus Christ! I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I'll second that. It's just, ugh.
Jackson.
Like, have you
Uh,
seen Chica?
Oh,
Bro.
she's like she's a disgusting boss girl, bro. She's like terrifying, but she's like she slays.
Are we talking about Chica in general, or just the
Ignited.
Oh,
Ignited.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like the first thing that came to mind was like Withered Chica from FNAF 2. And that's
yeah,
only because like
she's basically built off that, really.
yeah, I was thinking of that. It's like oh
Yeah, she's like even then she's still scary. I think she's the scariest.
oh
100%.
yeah she's freaking terrifying.
Like
Ugh.
even in I don't know, she just looks really disgusting compared to
Ugh.
everyone else. I mean that in the best way. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Chica actually hard to animate?
I'd say she's very difficult. She's difficult, but in the end result, it was pretty fun to do. Really, it's it's trying to get her character right too, because she has to act like a bird, and that's pretty fucking hard. Sorry if I can't swear, but man, it is really hard to do a bird stuff sometimes, and everything I've done for T-Jock, mostly the first time I'm ever doing it. Like for living room, there's a lot of things I've never done, and I've done it. It's really cool. It's really fun to just have this as my stepping stones of animation after so long.
Well, I mean, I can't wait for the demo when it comes out.
Oh
Yeah,
dude,
same.
I
I heard good things
love
about
demo.
it.
Yeah, it's demo. I've played it. I love it. I hope
Yeah.
everyone else does because we put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
We tried our best making it something it's like on its own,
Yeah.
and, still have it scary. which I still scream when I play it sometimes.
I mean, hey, I support y'all in the Joy of Creation team. So shout out to all the team members out there, especially Nixon, if you're watching this.
Also, shout out to Crash, who's also my boss.
Yeah.
Shout out to Crash.
Such a good logo designer, man. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That was his first time doing it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's good. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cooked.
Anyways,
So oh, you go on.
I was gonna ask if you wanted to take this or if
you can go
you
ahead.
wanted me to do it since it's another animation related thing.
Yeah, you go for it. Yeah.
All right, still your question. Anyways, do you have any favorite types of animation you like doing, like walk cycles, idle animations, anything really?
I like doing the jump scares a lot because right now I'd say Office is mainly based on jump scares, right? You know, they scream at you like rah and kill you. While the other levels will be mostly death animations, like them killing you. And we've seen this already with Bonnie in Living Room. He doesn't really scream at you. He just grabs you and just stomps you on the floor. And that's what I like because, you know, I feel like Office is kind of like a callback. Like, yeah, they scream at you and all that stuff in the original and stuff. But it's a bit more than that, you know. It's the death animations. I feel like I've definitely seen like a whole rise of fan games in that, basing their animations on mine. And that's so surreal to like think about now. Is that I've like caused an entire, you know, change of like direction when it comes to jump scares, which is so cool. And it's all because of TJ.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? Have you guys seen that Roblox FNAF 2 reimagining?
I seen you retweeted.
That is, yeah. That is just
I'm not
on God. That is just on God, like T-Jock.
Yeah.
Like the new T-Jock. Like the way the flashlight is, some of the mechanics, like Chica, or like, when they kind of enter in the room, like, you know, use your flashlight against them. And just, you know, the fuse box too. Jump scares as well. They're so well done. And it's cool that we got to change something, you know, that was kind of lacking for a game that was mostly like, you know, made up from, you know. It's you know, the jump scares definitely the most like known thing about the game. 100%.
Yeah.
But it's also just like, you know, it was lackluster in a way, like later on, like, you know. So I thought it was nice to see people trying to take on that new side of FNAF jump scares. Because I felt, you know, I always felt it was lacking, like after a while.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, but yeah, it kind of gets old after a while, like seeing the same type of jump scare over and over again, just them shaking violently and just opening their mouths and closing
I'd
it.
say if you know, if you want to make a memorable jump scare, try and make it cool as fuck.
Yeah,
try and make it cool.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing, right? Because, you know, even if they don't scare you, they'll look awesome, and people will actually look back to it. Like, I don't think I've ever looked back at a FNAF jump scare like, oh yeah, that's so like memorable. And I remember, you know, you just screamed at me and went static. No, you'll remember as like Bonnie punching the hell out of you.
Yeah,
just,
yes.
like,
I was gonna bring that up, but
yeah. I'll say this is a little off topic, but Bonnie's punch was definitely the most like, oh my gosh, just overall the most like weight I've had animating, because I had to recreate the most like iconic part of T-Jock. It was like worrying too. I was just like, man, can I even replicate this? And I did. I feel like I did, and it's even more brutal, which I'm happy about.
I like that one actually.
Yeah. Personally speaking, jump scare animations for me are very, very difficult, especially looping jump scares, because like So, yeah, I'm not sure if Crash told you this, but I was the animator on his Ultimate Custom Night mod, Candy's Custom
Oh,
Nights. Yeah, I did
gotcha.
all the jump scares for that game.
Oh, no,
All by
I gotta, I
myself.
gotta, I gotta look back on that, but I think I remember
It was a
some of
lot.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like since it's UCN, like I had to make sure the jump scares were loopable, which
Mhm,
proved to be a challenge since like I'm you because the jump scares in UCN aren't the greatest
mhm.
because
Of course,
they were
yeah, Scott
yeah,
like fully rushed them, basically, which is fair enough. I wouldn't put in the effort if the
yeah,
game's not going to be scary anyway.
yeah,
But you know,
I really tried my best to like at the very least make the visuals of the jump scares like look good.
mhm.
But even
Yeah,
I will
and
admit, like it's not perfect. I mean, I've seen the
mhm.
comments of someone calling the jump scares similar to the Dormitibus. Funnily enough,
Oh,
which,
damn it, oh
yeah,
god. Uh,
ugh.
but I'll say my animation's just gotten faster. I don't know how. Like, I think Bonnie's jump scare, like for the new living room teaser, took like an hour, like
Oh,
probably less than an hour, and I'd say like what was it? The Foxy jump scare and Bonnie's jump scare as well from the previous teasers in The Office, probably an hour and a half,
um,
including with arms, just overall.
honestly, it would take me like a freaking day to like make the jump scares for
Yeah,
the end. Either because
yeah.
it didn't look good, or because the models like were freaking unoptimized, man.
Mhm.
It was,
I'd probably like give up on that because
and I wouldn't blame you.
yeah, I hate doing stuff the same way. You know, if you know what I mean, like jump scares for
Yeah,
UCN, for example.
yeah,
It's so tedious, right? Like trying to
yeah,
just make him go
yeah,
back and forth, and it's
yeah.
so it gets boring. And
You lose
yeah,
some idea. You run out of ideas
mm,
as very,
which
very quickly.
somehow we haven't done that with T-Jock yet because for every level, I'll say for every level, there's going to be a whole new jump scare, like for each character.
Uh,
So basically, you know, the living room levels have completely different animations to Office. You know, they all have their own jump scare.
Speaking of which, do you have any favorite T-Jock characters? Like, as in, like, either the stuff like, either the characters that are going to appear in the remake, or just the original characters from the previous title, like the Fallen,
Mhm.
Ignited, Springtrap, or whatever.
I got. I'll list three of them if you need, because it's so hard to choose, man. They're
It's
all
fine.
cool. So top one, right? Um, someone I can't talk about. All right, something I can't talk about. But second one, creation, 100%. Because I don't know, there's something about creation that's just really cool. Obviously, because he's giant amalgamation. But
Yeah,
is even though he's just a mishmash of like bunch of stuff that wouldn't really make sense in you know
logic.
in yeah and logically, but man, is he cool. He's so cool, and I can't wait to hopefully like get to animate him as well. It'll be cool
Yeah,
because I think everyone knows creation's going to be in here, which is fair enough. But
yeah,
it's really good. And
yeah.
Ignited Springtrap is my top three. He's
Yeah.
just like, man, I wish we get to do more with him. I know we won't be doing Halloween, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but it'll be just. I'd love to animate him. He's just so badass for no
Uh,
reason too. It's just Springtrap, but without a pelvis.
I mean, if you really want to be technical, we already have like a modern version of Igniting Springtrap in the form of Burn Trap from Security Breach.
Oh yeah.
Like
They
you
full
can't
on
tell.
just stole that design, bro. They full on just stole that.
Yes, thank you. Like it's like it's, every time I look at Burn Trap, I just think of the ignited version of Springtrap. Like it's just very similar. Like the missing
Super
jaw, the flat. It's just
missing arm.
It's just like, they're literally the same character design. It's just
maybe silhouette wise, I'd say that it's like obviously they have the different factors in that, but it's still the same guy, dude. I can't even blame Stillwell. He's too cool.
Yeah, fair enough. Safari's still alive.
Hi. I'm just enjoying you both just listening to talk.
You're just vibing to our ramblings.
Yeah.
So far I'm gonna let you take this question. I already stole two of yours already.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was gonna ask you, like, do you have any favorite Five Nights at Freddy's games?
Five Nights at Freddy's games?
Yeah, like.
Let me think about that, because I'll say for the longest time, it was definitely Sister Location. If you asked me like 3 years ago, but I think my current favorite, controversial, but Security Breach for the wrong reasons. Right? This game is so funny because, dude, every time I play it, it breaks still, and that it just adds to the immersion. Right, my immersion is always fulfilled when I play Security Breach.
When you said it was Sister Location, I was happy because I actually like Sister Location. I like that one a lot.
And I was just on the charity stream the other day, where we played that. We didn't get past night 4 though.
Dude, Sister Location. I feel like what made me actually not like it is because I actually replayed it with knowledge of game design, and I'm like, damn, this game dookie fight. But the story, I love Sister Location's plot and story.
Yeah,
like I think Enid being like a twist villain, or like we didn't know about Enid. I feel like that was great. But Security Breach, on the other hand, is just sorry guys, it's on top game for the half. It's perfect in every way. No, I'm not gassing up because it's good. Yeah, I'm gassing up because it's bad. Because it's bad in the best way possible, but I don't want to believe that it's real.
Ain't no way.
I don't blame you. Like, just
yeah.
I mean, I could go on and on as to why Security Breach is just not a good FNAF game or just a good game in general. But like, I do see why you like it. It's just
it's just so bizarre. Like how a game like this got greenlit. And I love it.
It feels more like a parody than like an actual FNAF title, you know?
Like, you want to know how many hours I got in this game right now?
How many?
I got 120 hours.
Let me check mine.
120 on Security Breach. Like the rest have like 30 hours. Oh,
I gotta hear this.
I got 66 hours.
Damn.
You're forgetting one thing. You have to add another 6 to that.
Oh yeah. I mean, close. I got like 66.8 hours. I mean, you were kind of close.
Yeah.
About 2 minutes, but
yeah, I'd say Security Breach, although it's bad, I can't just lie to you guys saying that I never enjoyed it because I did. And I love it. It's so dumb in the best way possible, and also it's good in the worst way.
Yeah, but, I don't blame you. Yeah.
Honestly, Ruin was good.
Imagine Stillwell Studios
watches this. Oh god.
Ruin was good. Ruin was good, but I don't find it replayable, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the stories.
I think I like the story. That's because I knew about Mimic beforehand, and I was just like, chilling
Yeah,
around. I'm like, when's this blood coming? But he didn't. He didn't till the end.
Steve didn't arrive until the end.
Yeah, which honestly, that's still a highlight moment for FNAF for me.
Yeah, and the
It's
design
such
of
a cool.
Mimic.
I like his design, even though it's kind of lacking. I'd say he's like really cool anyway, because he's just full on murder machine and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, God, he's very violent.
Oh,
Like I can't believe the contrast between Security Breach and the books. It's actually like
night and
it's
day.
like night and day. Like, oh my lord, I've never read something that's like so descriptive and gore-wise in my life. It's like Lively, but FNAF. Like holy shit, it's genuinely that bad.
All right. Let's I think we got like so this is like this is technically the final question, but I just wanted to ask is there, without giving anything away, without like spoiling anything at all with T-Jock, what is your favorite animation that you did for the game?
Oh, my favorite animation. I'd probably, what was it? If we ever do this again sometime, I definitely will. I'll definitely be easier for me to say once the game is finished. But I think my favorite animation right now, it's I gotta say it's Chica's jump scare. Like I've mentioned it before, but
Chica the
Chica's jump
chicken.
scare for Office is so good. Like I still can't believe I made it.
Yay.
It's really good.
Burp.
And I think it's the best jump scare in the game so far. And Nixon couldn't agree with that too. Like from what I've seen, it's just cool. Like I'm not sure if people find it scary, but it scared me personally, and it's just violent. Like,
Ugh.
it's like, ugh.
I'm even more excited now to play this game.
Be excited, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we're just a few weeks away until it comes out, so
Yeah, August 2nd.
Oh my gosh.
Play it. It's free.
It's
It's a free
free.
demo. It's free demo.
Man. Yeah. I personally I can't wait to play this game, man. From what I've seen, it
can't wait for
looks
everyone to play it. This is something that I'm like. This is a product I'm so like passionate about, obviously, but it's something I believe is truly incredible.
Yeah, like I've heard a lot of good things from Crash since he got to play it, but this like I can't wait.
I can't wait. It'll be fun to see everyone playing it. My adrenaline will be high, but it will be like
Yeah,
it'll be fun. It'll be a fun day.
Yeah.
well. Oh yeah, you go ahead.
No, I just said well. I didn't expect you to say at the exact same time.
Coco, thank you so much for being on this episode with us, man. It really means a lot.
No problem, man. It's been fun talking to you guys again. It's nice.
It's good. It definitely enlightened my mood for tonight. And Jackson, thank you.
Yeah. Anytime, my guy.
So, Jackson, you can also ask the last question. I think not the one you've already asked, but
yeah. Coco, before we sign off, do you have anything to say to the fans of T-Jock?
I gotta say, fans of T-Jock, listen, you are in for a treat. This game, from its story, from its characters, from its like jump scares, ideas, dude. this is not like story mode. This is more than story mode, right? Story mode is like, I don't think it can compare to what's new. Like, it is completely. I feel like it's really, really amazing what we have right now, and I think you all are going to love it. It is
Oh,
definitely something amazing. It's new. I think it's incredible. I think it's awesome.
And I'm pretty sure
That's all I gotta say.
And I'm pretty sure once this episode is out, I'm sure right as soon as the demo's out, I'm sure once everyone gets to watch this episode, I'm sure everyone will enjoy listening to you share your experience with Nixon and working with the Joy of Creation team.
Oh my gosh!
I'm also.
Please, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You go.
No, you go ahead.
First. All right. I was gonna say I am making a video of my experience with T-Jock as well. I finished the script yesterday.
Oh,
Speaking of this day, but it was fun to make. I'm going to start making the video very soon. After my avatar get his new design modeled and stuff like that, I'll start grinding on that video.
all right.
Yeah. And please go show your support to Nixon. Make sure you play the demo and support CokosBeanz here. They've done a very immensely well done job.
Yes, please support Nixon. His work genuinely is amazing, and he's an amazing friend to me. And I feel like he deserves all the support because he's what makes my animations just kick more, right?
Yeah.
That he just makes them just pop out more. Go follow him. Please support the game if you can. I don't want to sugarcoat it, but it's up for wish list on Steam if you want to play the Joy Creation demo once it comes out, and also the game that's coming next year.
And please be sure to check out our episodes on the Indie Horror Talk podcasts for season 1. Make sure to go check those out. And we're also now, I can officially say, we are now on iHeartRadio as well. You can go listen to us now on there. And thank you.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.